Is there a Chinatown in Tucson? According to the website, yes, there was a Chinatown in Tucson in the early 1900s. Actually, it was established in the 1870s. There were only about 159 residents in 1880. In 1881, there were only 2 Chinese goods stores. My great-great-grandfather, Don Kim, opened up his store in 1917. As you can see there, he had $1,500 in stock, paid $18 in rent, and had $11,000 in sales. This is a recreation of the entrance to Chinatown. Here's some other buildings that were on the website there, and these are some of the original buildings. Of course, they're probably all torn down by now, but some of these are the stores that were located in Chinatown in Tucson, and as you can see there, you can see some of the insides. My great-great-grandfather had his store there from 1917 till 1923. As you can see here, that's on the right, you see my great-great-grandfather's dry goods store. It was called Don Kim. It was on Yuma Street. My great-great-grandfather, Don Kim, had 2 different names, but he was born in 1877. He died in 1923. My great-grandfather, whose name was Wing Don, he was actually a paper son because of the earthquakes he got in, and he came in 1921 to Tucson, Arizona. He was picked up and adopted by my great-great-grandfather. That is the store that he was going to be opening up in Tucson. It was called Don Kim Company, Meats and Groceries, opening up on April 15, 1923. But he ended up dying in 1923, and my great-grandfather, Wing, decided he didn't want to stay there. He wanted to, establish his own roots. So he moved to San Francisco in 1923. He had a sister named Maud and Helen. I'm sure they were his adopted sisters. They stayed in Tucson with Mrs. Don Kim, which was my great-great-grandma, and she stayed there for the rest of her life, so she was probably a permanent resident there. And there you see in 1947, my great-grandfather was filming this. He came to visit my great-great-grandma, Kim Don, and you can see there as they're walking around, that is her house there. And if you really take a look, at what she was hanging on her clothesline, you can see snake skins, maybe some rattlesnake, who knows. And but they were something that my great-great-grandma was keeping or harvesting. And my great-great-grandfather, or my great-grandfather, and my great-grandma visited her in 1947. And as you can see there, that's part of Tucson. I'm not quite sure if maybe that's where the old site of Chinatown was. But they did visit, and then they came back to Tucson later on, probably about, I'd say, 1949, to visit again. They did do some recording. I'm not quite sure, because Don was a pretty common last name there, so maybe they were all related. I'm not quite sure. But there was a posting in 2015 on the website about Paul Don's Food Center. They found an old sign, and I was just wondering maybe if Paul Don was actually related to my great-grandfather. And as you can see there, there's a sign that they found when they were, I guess, renovating. And I guess that is the current site right there, Gielin's Restaurant. And as you can see there, that's where they found that old sign in between that building. They painted over it, of course. But I do have some old footage of Paul Don's Food Center in 1949. There's my family right there posing in front of the store. And that was located in Tucson, I believe, from they were posting ads in the newspaper from 1948 to 1958, or so the website says. But as you can see there, there's my family there staying. That's my mom up there, my grandma, my uncle, and my great-grandma. And I believe they may be staying at Paul Don's house. I'm not quite sure. So that is Tucson, Arizona. And I appreciate you guys watching my video. And if you like this video, please subscribe to Eric C. Productions. Thank you for watching.